But why just that and bananas?
That is a little straight. That is the weird thing.
So
I didn't
many
even
questions.
think about that. There have been 2 moments in my life when I was happiest. The first was the day I met Josh.
I'm Josh.
I'm Iris. And the second, the day I killed him.
Okay, so we're gonna start with a little game.
Okay.
Love a game.
Okay,
Love a game.
cool. This is called Meet Cute Scenarios, yes or no. So
Okay.
essentially, I'm gonna read you a scenario, and you're gonna say, I like the lead.
No, I like the game.
We love a game.
Amazing, yeah, I know.
Spices it up.
Later in the day, and you're like, yeah, I can
Yes.
handle that. I'm gonna read you a scenario, and you're gonna say yes or no to whether or not you would like go on a date with this person.
Okay.
Okay.
I love this.
You see someone hot in the grocery store. Your carts bump. You give a flirty little smile, then avert your gaze down to where you notice their cart is full of only energy drinks and bananas.
Okay, I love energy drinks. I am like
Oh yeah, you actually
I was, like, addicted
single-handedly
to
got me into
Celsius,
Celsius on this
which is
course of
dangerous.
this movie.
Wow.
dangerous, yerba mate, anything. So, yeah, I don't know. That's not like a red flag or anything. I think that's great.
But why just that and bananas?
That is a little straight. That is
It
the weird
raises
thing.
so
I didn't
many
even think about
questions.
that.
But I guess I would go on a date just to be like, so, couldn't help but notice.
Would you
Yeah,
ask
and then
about
ask.
it?
I would have
Ask
the
about
first
it.
question.
Yeah.
Actually, probably I wouldn't even wait to the date.
I
I'd
was
just be
gonna
like,
say.
why?
Yeah.
And
What
depending
you
on
got
that
going on?
answer.
What if their answer was, we're not?
Why not?
Then no.
No. Yeah, no.
Cool. Okay.
Get some eggs or water.
Yeah.
Get water, just some.
Just some water.
Yeah.
'Cause you
With the
can
Celsius,
assume
yeah.
what their like kitchen looks like from that kind
Yeah,
of, right?
yeah, totally.
Unless it's
yes,
Sophie.
you have visual. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think it's kind of different depending on whether it's a man or a woman. If it's a dude with just energy drinks, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
that. I'm, you know.
And it's only on set that I drink Celsius. That is a rule.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your umbrella breaks and someone offers you shelter under their tuba.
Tuba.
I think you're an interesting person. I would go on a date with you.
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah.
don't know why you're bringing
Random.
Tuba out in a rainy day, but
I know. It's quirky. Quirky coded.
I have less questions than bananas and.
I know, that's funny.
So I'm gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like ultimately probably more questions, but like not
Let's
like
let's
alarm.
figure it out.
You're an
later.
artist. You've devoted
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
to some form of crafts, as have we. This is great.
Yeah.
This one, so this really happened to me, so like be very thorough.
Oh my god.
You show up to a blind date, which you've been looking forward to. You spot him in the restaurant. He's so cute, but to your horror, you realize he's wearing flip-flops, and it's winter,
Ugh.
and not a California winter.
No.
What kind of?
Yeah, where?
East Coast.
East Coast.
Oh.
But that's so weird.
That's so weird.
I mean,
I'm
that's
concerned
also
for them
it's
more
like,
than
do you
I'm
know how
red
to take
flag,
care
I
of
think.
yourself? Am I gonna have to take care of you? It raises all these yada yada
Sophie brings up
yada.
great points. This is a
Yeah.
no.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like take care
is
of
a no.
yourself.
And,
it's
like-
also that's a bad look. That's
Yeah.
ugly.
It was all
just
a
ugly.
mess. It was
Yeah.
all a mess, but like I had to go through with the date. Anyway,
Damn.
you know, because like what are you gonna do?
The whole time were you just like,
I was just looking down his feet.
Yeah, I was like, I cannot wait to get home. I cannot wait. Yep.
That's awful.
All right, well, I made the right choice then.
yeah, confirmed. Companion confirmed.
Do you, this is game over.
Oh, man.
Sorry, this
See,
is a great question.
Yeah.
Do you like hearing people's how we met stories, or is it something we should retire as a culture?
I like it. I don't.
I think it's sweet.
Yeah. If it's usually
Yeah,
you get a.
but a lot of the
pretty good
time
story.
now it's over Instagram, which is the sad reality, and that was actually the reality of me and my boyfriend. But that's not a cool story.
It is funny to me though. Like I often think about like how it used to be kind of a little, I don't know, like a little bit of a scandalous to like, oh, we met out at a club or we met out at a bar.
Yeah.
Now that's romantic.
I
You
know.
know, if
Oh
it's
no,
anything
it's
that's
like
not
it's in
Instagram or
person.
dating app.
You met in person. Yeah.
So I wonder
that
if
is
anything.
interesting.
I wonder if anything comes along in the future where it's like you met over Tinder. How romantic. I wonder if anything.
We're just going
supplants
down.
that.
It's
Oh.
not just like brain to brain
Yeah,
like
yeah.
connection in the future. Yeah.
I just scanned my wife or my husband. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what's
That's
gonna
cool.
replace it, but it's probably not gonna be good for society at large.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's tied up inside, so she's not going anywhere.
Eli, Iris, shh, baby, you're on the phone.
I'm gonna start with a game.
Fun.
Yes.
Sure. We can go all day.
Well, we put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
What
Yes,
kind of
question.
energy drink?
That's a good
like,
question.
if it's monster, that's diabolical.
Yeah. It's the bad, whatever you assume the bad kind is.
All right, probably not.
Probably no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would
fair
worry
enough.
me.
I also just like someone that's a little chill. You know what I mean? I can't do that much energy.
Like a Celsius, it would be okay.
Celsius.
Celsius is great.
That's
Insert
actually
brand.
prime,
Yeah,
right?
that's like, we're gonna work.
Hell yeah. Your umbrella breaks, and someone offers you shelter.
Yes.
Under-
Sorry. I love that one. Sorry, go on.
Wait,
Under
oh.
their tuba.
Yes.
So they're,
love
they're
the tuba.
musicians. They're musically
I played
inclined.
tuba, so yeah.
They're musically inclined and empathetic.
And
That's
tubas
a
are
double
expensive,
whammy.
so if I'm willing to damage my tuba, then I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, that's cute.
I'm resounding yes. Sorry, I got really excited.
yeah.
for that
Perfect
one.
answer.
Yeah.
No, I like
Yeah.
you were like yes.
Yes. Yes.
It gets better.
No.
So fast.
Lost me at
I'm from
flip-flops.
Southern California, and
Too.
people wear flip flops in winter.
Yeah.
But like when I'm like
Where's our
winter,
first date
winter.
though?
Yeah, where is the
beach?
first date? Where
Is
was
it
it?
that's
Santa
a good
Monica?
question.
Is it by the beach?
Was it a good restaurant?
It was no. This was on the East Coast.
Oh.
And it was
The
it was-
East Coast?
Yeah, it was cold.
In flip-flops.
In flip flops. And I, but it was
No.
like it was the beginning, so I was like, do I like? And then I had to sit there through. I still
Looking at those flip
Was the date
flops.
good? Was the date good though?
no, because all I could think about was the
No.
flip flops.
I mean, it was a Southern California date, maybe, but I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go with no.
Yeah. What did you and you went through it the entire
What was
day?
I gonna do? What,
Yeah,
what
and-
should I have done?
Throw on those
Right.
Yeah.
Put them
Hold
on.
it.
No, throw them over.
Throw them. Cross the restaurant.
You're like, I have to go. Bye.
It was just, yeah, and he texted me later, and I was like,
Aww. Well, did you like him aside from that?
I don't know.
You
Couldn't-
like
you
it,
couldn't
like
Couldn't
it.
get it out of your
flip-flops?
head. I know, that's
Oh,
tough.
Once you get
That's
the
so-
ick, it's over.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, very important question. Game's over. Should we culturally leave behind telling our how we met stories? Or do you like listening to people's how we met stories?
Well, I feel like in
about
queer
it.
culture, that can get dangerous.
Yeah.
Like in queer culture, every time, I think the rule of thumb is you probably shouldn't, because every time you have asked, it's always like, I don't know if I should have
Should have known
known that, and I don't know if and I can take that away now.
Yeah, I would probably. I always lie about it because I'm like, it's not as good of a story if it's.
If it's not romanticized.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes the truth is more romantic.
But do you like listening to them? Like that?
I love listening to love. Yeah, I
Well, yeah.
If it's, I love a good story.
Unless it's not love, and it was like.
Hey, I'll listen to anything.
I love
She
that.
loves Audible.
She's into voyeurism.
She loves voyeurism. I like hearing about it when it's
I
romantic
love
and
to
sweet.
hear.
Yeah.
When it's romantic.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. It gives
Yeah.
me hope for.
That- yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay,
because,
so it's not like dreams. It's not like it's like you
Oh.
want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
for sure.
Yeah.
Iris, wake up.
What are you doing? Shut her down already.
What is she talking about, Josh?
So I feel like filmmakers, Hollywood as a whole, generally, when dealing with the subject of androids, robots, AI, generally has determined that they would be anti-human. And it seems like in Companion, you have somewhat the opposite message. So I'd love to hear more about what draws you to that conclusion, or if I'm wrong.
No. You're exactly right, and that wasn't something that came about right away. I came up with the idea, and it was a fully baked idea right away, and that rarely happens to me. I had this idea of 3 couples go to a cabin in the woods, and one of them finds out they're a robot, and then just like everything goes haywire. But my first instinct is exactly what you're talking about. My first instinct was to make her the antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I'm breaking the story, as I'm trying to figure out like where are we going with this, I get to the moment where she's outside the cabin and she's worried about meeting his friends, and suddenly I'm tapping into this very relatable fear that I have, this sort of repressed memories of meeting like partners, friends, and family, and the pressure that is, and like you just want to be in your best behavior, you don't want to screw it up. And as soon as I tapped into that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I think I relate to the robot more than I relate to the humans. And
Honestly, relatable perspective.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I just, I knew that was an interesting kind of angle on it. And so, I had to take a break and go, can I tell this story? Could you tell a story where the most relatable character is a human? Could you tell a story where the most relatable character is the robot?
Yeah.
Almost the most human character is the robot character, and then the inhuman characters are the humans. And then as soon as I had that, It really started to, like, the story really started to sing because I felt like I had something that was original that hadn't been done before, because I feel like we've seen the AI gone wrong a billion times.
Totally, 100%. Yeah, and I think the thing that is so interesting to me about it really is this idea that I think people assume because it's humans that create these machines, they're made in our image, and so they'll naturally, automatically have the human qualities that are bad, but it's like, but also what if they have human qualities that are good? And I find that just extremely fascinating topic to explore, especially.
It's a tool, you know, and a tool can be used for good, a tool can be used for bad. Exactly. That's kind of the exploration of who Iris is, and you know, I think the reason she's so like relatable is that the story is being told about her is a relatable story. We've all been in a relationship that's, you know, we feel like, you know, at post relationship, they're like, why did I love that person? I feel like I was being programmed. And, you know, she's literally being programmed.
100%.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor. I don't know if this is true. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Are the effects practical? The eye effects mainly, is that true?
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
So
cool.
I believe that, like, I don't want anything to be fully VFX. You want to kind of mix practical and, you know, computer. That's just it's just so much better for your actor to be able to react to things that are there. So when her hand's on fire, that really is like a fake hand that's on fire, and then so you know,
important to distinguish, not her real hand
not
on
her real
fire.
hand. Yeah, we didn't do that. But then it's really important, you know, practically for her to feel the flame, and you see the reflections in her eyes, and we beef it up with VFX. But you know, like, I think you need that, and the same thing with like the apps. Those are all live apps. Sometimes you would add that in post, but I needed them to be interacting.
Did you have
with
like someone program those? Like,
yeah.
Did you, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it's worth it because when they're sliding that, you know, finger over the, you know, you want your actor to react to it.
How do you achieve the perfect mic drop? So regarding twists, what do you think is sort of the recipe for getting everybody to go, oh, no?
Yeah, you really need, it's like, I'm sure it's not that different than like a magician, like sleight of hand. Like, you get people to look one way, and then, you know, the diversion to look another way, you know. Like, I think even if you pick up that Iris is a robot, even if you like start to feel that, there are a billion other twists, you know, that you're maybe not looking for that twist because the Iris one takes up all the attention. So it's like, yeah, it's like it's misleads, it's misdirections, it's like getting people to think that they know the answer, and then the truth is something completely different that they weren't even like paying attention to. It's a lot of this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're a magician.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Cool.
Thank you for recognizing it.
Of course.
Are you breaking up with me?
It's not you. It's me.